Picture have picture. Okay, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
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 I'm James Park. I'm the host of the EXPO.
Okay. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where from?
From the States?
Oh, State. Good. Is this first time to Korea?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, actually.
great. Why don't you have a seat?
Okay. Right.
Let me introduce my company and our new future. Do you like soccer?
Yeah.
Which team do you? Which team is your favorite?
Same kind of
Really? Then have you heard of any floating stadiums?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay. Then imagine how that be if you can enjoy your favorite team playing soccer on a floating stadium somewhere in, let's say, Caribbean. Would that be fantastic?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. So, let me introduce Alan to you. He's vice president of our company. He'll talk about our local company.
Thank you, Jay. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Alan Lee, the Vice President of Lotte Engineering and Construction. So I'm very grateful for you to come here, even though it took quite a long time from the USA. So I would like to start with the introduction of Lotte Group. So, Lotte Group, which is the parent company of Lotte ENC, is the fifth ranking conglomerate in South Korea and has 123 affiliate companies, such as in various sectors such as retail, tourism, hotel, and food and beverage, finance, and R&D, like petrochemical. That's it. And okay, and the turnover and income of Lotte Group has increased annually over the past 5 years. And the the turnover of Lotte ENC exceeded over $3 billion in 2008, and we will hopefully achieve $4 billion this year. There is Lotte Chemical, which is one of Lotte Group's subsidiary and makes petrochemical products in the plant. And Lotte Chemical grew steeply over to $5 billion in 2009, and it is still increasing now. Next thing is, yeah, I would like to introduce. Let's move on. Sorry, let's move on to introduce of our Lotte ENC. So, this is our CEO of Lotte ENC, Brandon Kim, and he is a Korean, but he was born in Dubai, so he knows the culture of the Middle Eastern Asia. So, let me introduce our history of Lotte ENC. So, Pyeonghwa Construction Company, which was the former name of Lotte Engineering and Construction, was established in 1952, right in the middle of the Korean War. In 1978, Lotte Group acquired Lotte ENC. With the financial support of Lotte Group, Lotte ENC joined a lot of group projects and large-scale, started participating in large-scale domestic and international projects. So we got about 3,000 employees, and our credit rating is A2+, which means the capacity of timely payment is very strong. And we are renowned for financial stability. So, and these are our major shareholders. The main shareholder is Hotel Lotte, which is 38.3%. This is our organization chart. So there are 6 part of division, such as civil works, building works, plant works, housing works, overseas business, and construction management. And there are also 8 kind of staff department. So that is our organization chart for Lotte EXE. We have the vision for 2018. It is Asia Top 10 Construction Value Creator. And then the slogan is Think New, Go Global. And core values to achieve vision for 2018: customer focus, responsibility, passion, and technical excellence. So that is our vision for 2018. We got some overseas branches, especially in the Middle East, Asia, and Asia. And one day we will find the new market near North and South America. Yeah, that's it. And if you have any questions, could you ask me something? No? Okay. Thank you. And I would like to introduce you to Jason. He is our COO. He will tell you about our current project. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason, COO of Lotte ENC. I'm going to tell you about the Lotte ENC's business area. We have 6 divisions: housing, architecture, civil, overseas business, and plant works division. I would like to focus on the plant works division. Comparing the annual turnover composition between 2006 and 2011, you can find the plant division is growing from 4% to 19%. This figure shows our plant works division is growing, and plant division is our core business in Lotte ENC. Petrochemical, power plant, industrial, Lotte ENC has extensive experience in the plant construction. Now I will show our major projects. Al Katrana IPP project in Jordan. This project was completed successfully in 2012. It produces about 400 megawatts. Jordan IPP3 power project is under construction now, to be completed by 2014. It is going to be produced about 600 megawatts, and it is to be the largest scale diesel power plant in the world. Honam Petrochemical P2 project is completed in 2012, and it produced 250 tons of polyethylene and 200,000 tons of polypropylene. Hyundai Steel Coke and Coke Oven Gas Treatment Plant was completed in 2012, and it produced 3.138 million tons of coke. Now I would like to introduce to Eric. He's managing director of our company. He will tell you about our future project.
I have a question. Now, you guys are telling me about that you guys are very growing in housing
Yeah.
region. And who is the most competitive company?
Most competitive
Competitive
company.
in Korea
In
for the
Korea.
housing.
For example, we have GS Construction and
And you guys
Samsung.
are and Samsung. Okay. And you guys are like a number 3 or something?
we were the first, but nowadays we are 5.
Do you guys have any kind of strategies?
Great.
Strategies? So how can I believe that you guys are growing? I can see that the housing division is very good. You guys are a great person, but I have not really seen any differences between Samsung and your company.
Because we are just focused on the appliance division. So I'm not the expert about housing. So maybe Alan can talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, Sunny. Now, the how to say real estate market in Korea has a recession because of New York financial crisis. And most people in Korea, they don't wanna buy a house, as you may know. So that's why we are changing the strategy to sell an apartment. Like for example, we focus on the small size of apartment, for such as 24 square meters. 85 or 56 square meters. And then we are focusing on the space, like such as utility house, utility store, and furniture, kind of built-in furniture for single people and just double income families, like with no child. So that is our focus.
Now, that leads me to wonder about another question.
Yep.
Since you guys don't have any kind of really many experiences in plant, right? So how are you gonna deal with these major companies like Samsung and Hyundai? Since you guys have not kind of a low percentage on plant division, how can I believe in your company? You don't have much experience.
Yeah, we are thinking about how we extend our plant division. So maybe Eric is going to talk about that. How we have strategy for our plant division.
Actually, I'm explaining about our new strategy. Okay? That's that. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Eric, and I'm managing director of Lotte ENC. Our company has built lots of power plants over the world. Yeah. So, would you just have a look at this photo? Beautiful, isn't it?
It's so dark.
Yeah, I'm going to show you another. It's another view of, actually it's another night view of yours. Yeah. That's we are doing, making electricity which makes our lives much better. Yeah, that's we are always doing, and we did. But I mean, as you asked about our experience or something like that, I'm going to say something. Yeah, as you see, just 25% of yours is as electric. So what is the difference between the last one and this one? It's just luminate, which we produce and just give the people and produce electricity. So our main focus is, actually, I mean, from our, so let's focus on our market status. I mean, it's really competitive. So that's why we need to create new market with new technology. So I'm gonna, okay, so let's see the picture again. So we are going to focus on the rest of the part. That's our new market. So and we are going to just focus on this side. So as you see, I mean, all areas are surrounding the sea. So we found the new strategy, I mean, according to this situation. So here's our new strategy. Actually, we build the plan on the land. But for the future, we're going to a little bit change our process. Don't just imagine like this. We build a plant from the sea. Kind of. It's just imagination. Yeah. So build our plant not on the land but on a ship. Then deliver electricity with entertainment. That's what we are planning to. So do you have any questions?
Yes, actually you said that this is kind of imagination.
Yeah.
Right, so you don't have any clear details about
No,
it?
no, no. I mean, it's imagination. So, I mean, for further detail, I mean,
Alright.
Eric and Tarek and Jin, I mean, they're going to explain more details.
Alright.
Thanks, Eric. I would like to introduce more details of our future project. First of all, my name is Jin, and I'm an engineer, project engineer. As Eric mentioned before, we will manufacture a mobile power plant, and we deliver it wherever customer needs. Before I start, who is our customer for a mobile power plant? Someone or some country which need the temporary power for some event, or some area which need electricity urgently, but they don't have enough time for building power plant. So we'll make a mobile power plant, and we will put more things such as entertainment facilities. We focus on World Cups, which are held every 4 years in the world. Any country which had a World Cup, they need lots of electricity to build a lot of facilities at that time, but they don't need the powers and other facilities like a stadium after World Cup has finished. So we will build a World Cup stadium on the ship. So let me introduce our project. Our project name is Power Enterprise. We will build a World Cup stadium and power plant and luxury hotel on the ship. We have a strong advantage of Power Enterprise. Our first advantage is we built World Cup Stadium in Japan. It is Niigata World Cup Stadium, and 45,000 people can enter. It has wonderful appearance, so the Japanese call it Big Swan. The second, our strong advantage is we build and operate the luxury hotels in Korea. We can offer our excellent service system as an option. And we have our third advantage is we built a lot of power plants and other plants in the world. We built power plant with a
fantastic performance. So we can guarantee our power enterprise. Power enterprise will be a mega trend in power plant market soon. The detail of power plant will be introduced by my coworker Tariq. Do you have any question?
I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna be worked out. Obviously, you guys have 2 hotels built in that ship, of course.
One hotel on the ship
Yeah,
and one building and facilities for power plant
right.
and one
Is that
World
how
Cup
it's
stadium. It will be moved by the engine when they have to move.
What's the route?
Route
Yeah.
by
what's the-
sea.
yeah, by the sea, I mean, just no destinations, you're just gonna be wandering around and floating around in the water,
The,
you know?
we have to settle or fix on the port or some area
Right.
when some other customer need electricity. Then we can connect the cables when we.
How often do you have to be connected the cable to run that power plant?
As many times they need, but when we connect the cable, we can continuously make it. But for example, this country A, like Korea, needs electricity for Pyeongchang Olympic, so they need only 2 years temporary power. So we connect cables for 2 years, and then they don't need. We cut the cable, and we can move Doha or other country. And then we use engines for moving and settle connection again.
Are there any kind of other entertainments for the people? Obviously, you guys gonna have 40,000 people capacity of it.
Yeah.
Except the hotel and power plants and World Cup stadium, that doesn't sound like it's gonna be satisfy the customers.
We will put the casino system and other water park in there.
Sounds like a mega project. Okay, thank you for your answer.
Time, please.
Okay, thanks, Jin. Good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. I am Tariq. I am project engineer. First of all, thank you for your time. I would like to explain power plant ship. Actually, I divided my part in 3 sections. First of all, I would like to explain the total capacity of our power plant. After that, I would like to describe the process of generating electricity and describe how to transmit generated electricity to customer or to the public government. Finally, I would like to tell a bit about advantages of our power plant. Okay, as you see, our power plant consists of two sets of combustion turbine generators, which capacity have 200 megawatt for each, 200 megawatt. And relevant facilities are here, with total capacity is 400 megawatt. Furthermore, we have pure gas treatment systems because our pure is liquid natural gas, and also we have water treatment systems and etc. to operate our power plant properly are included in our ship. Okay, now I will tell you about the process of our power plant. This is a simple figure of our power plant. Our power plant is a simple cycle power plant. For simple cycle operation, the filtered air is compressed in the air compressor. The natural gas supplied from LNG storage tanks in the ship or a public LNG gas line is
burnt into the combustion chamber in the presence of the compressed air, which drives gas turbine. The shaft of the gas turbine is connected to a generator. The turning of generator produces electricity. So during generation, the exhaust gas are emitted from the turbine, and exhaust gas are utilized by boiling water, which is used in the hotel and the ship. And the generated electricity can transmit through the medium voltage power cable to a public infrastructure or other country, or to the owner because they need electricity. Now I would like to tell a bit about the advantage.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you guys are already prepared that system already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to tell a bit about the advantage of our power plant. We wouldn't have to rent any land to construct, because this is constructed on the ship, and the access to scarcity area is easy, and it drives up quickly and bringing electricity online whenever it is needed. That's why simple cycle power plants are often used as standby services and peak load. To sum up, and our power plant total capacity is 400 megawatts, and simple cycle operation, no need to rent any land, and easy access to scarcity area. This is our advantage. So my short technical briefing has been helpful in deciding whether to invest in our new project. Thank you. That's a simple.
Yeah, I know. I can tell that that's very simple, and you already have that thing, so it's just ready, right?
Yes.
How many people do you have to know how to operate that? Who knows?
Actually, this okay, I will tell you like this. Gas turbine is scope of mechanical department,
Okay, all right.
and the generator is scope of electrical department. So generator, electrical guy and the mechanical guy have to know about this procedure.
Sure. So that kind of leads me to believe that it's going to be high labor cost too.
High labor cost.
That's right, because two departments is people has to be involved with this one. You already made it.
But we purchased this one set
Okay.
from the major manufacturer.
Right.
Yeah, this is a all-in-one system.
Okay. If something happens, what kind of risk should I take? If I just have this power plant, turbine power plant, what kind of risk do I need to think?
Actually, we have a lot of protection system in turbine generator set, and this is origin methodology of the major manufacturer. So if you meet any kind of problem in this system, they gonna care about everything.
Can you give me a percentage? How percentage of the risk?
Percentage of risk.
I mean, what happened? I mean, there should be some sort of a risk that I have to take, right?
Actually, previous project, like in Jordan, IPP2 or IPP3 also, we using this kind of turbine system.
And so far, so good.
Yes, so far so good. And the problem only occurred is in BOP, balance of plant. This balance of plant is kind of facility to operate this turbine energy system properly. So this is only risk you can.
And you are prepared for the risk already. Okay. I would like to know about that, what kind of plans that you have for the risk that I have to take.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
So now let me introduce you to David. He's the CFO. He will tell you about financial feasibility study.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, my name is David. I'm the CFO of Lotte ENC. I would like to introduce the financial feasibility in this project. We have already finished the feasibility study, and in conclusion, our power plant ship, some kind of mobile plant ship, it has a competitive price. Yeah. As you can see in this graph, the total investment cost are $540 million. In details, the power plant costs are $300 million, and the stadium costs are $100 million, and ship costs are $140 million. The total investment cost $540 million. Yeah. Next, I will show you the annual sales and cost. In conclusively, if you invest in this project, you can earn $74 million in annual profit, average for 3 years. We assume this facility's durability of life is 3 years, but you can operate more than 3 years with regular repairs. Now, I'll show the payback period. If you buy a one power plant enterprise as a mobile power plant ship, you have to invest $540 million. And as you know, the annual profit are $74 million. This is accumulated earning for 3 years. And if you invest in this project, you can try investment cost within 12 years. That is to say, payback period is 12 years. It's fantastic. And you can earn $1,683 million for 3 years, except investment cost. I think it's a very good project. And I'm very happy to introduce this project. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, thank you. Now, I would like to introduce you to Brandon as the CEO of our company. He will discuss the contract about this project as detailed. This is Brandon.
Thank you, David. Nice to meet you, Sunny Kim.
Nice to meet you,
My name
Brandon.
is Sunny Kim, CEO And first of all, I really appreciate your interest in our project and our company. So I would like to ask you whether you're interested in our project. So do you want to invest or do you have any intention?
Oh, I am very interested in your company.
So would you like to sit down and discuss the numbers? I think I will give you very good proposals.
Sure.
So as our CFO David said, maybe if you invested $540 million to our project, your investment will be fully recovered within just 12 years. After that point, every profit will be your own net profits without any additional costs or expenses. So I think that this is a very good suggestion for your investment. So how do you
Wonderful.
feel about this one?
I think it's wonderful.
This one?
Very good, yes.
So can I extend my explanation to the, so just as the better option for you, and I just prepared a better option for you if you are very picky or needy guy, but you're so kind, but I want to propose another option for you. So if we can provide you 10 more performance facility, power plant facility, the recovery period can be shortened from 12 years to 11 years, and even annually profit can be less than 10%. Normally our operation cost covered by the operating hotels and stadiums. So the every profit came from the power plant business. So if we give you 10% more performance, then you can get 10% more annual profits. So it's huge numbers. So it's more interesting.
Yeah.
Even you already made up your mind, but
Right,
yeah, I want to make it a win-win situation for both of us.
right, thank you.
So
That sounds very interesting.
yeah, mostly we agreed about the conditions. So shall I go over the draft contract?
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's see the basic contract conditions. So you will be the buyer for our project. So let me put your name. So can I spell your last name?
Reichman,
R-E-I-C-H
R-E-I-C-H-M-A-N.
M-A-N.
Yeah, it's Reichman.
Means right.
That's right.
Thank you. So then so it follows. So purchase agreement basically. So we will sell you the multi-purpose ship and we will buy it in the amount of agreed price a little bit behind here. And basic product specification, the ship size will be 350 meters by 100 meters and power plant, single stack power plant, and I will give you 440 megawatt performance, and fuel will be natural gases, and stadium will be 20 meters by 90 meters, suitable for international soccer game and tennis game, and I put one, maybe 200 rooms hotel facility, including accessories.
Right.
Next page. So price will be it's a lump sum base, so $540 million. That's all. Your initial payment will be all, and you can every year. So payment to schedule will be 10% of price within 30 days after signing this contract. Then we can initiate our building ship, and 85% of price upon transfer of ownership. During that period, we will get our own loan from the commercial bank, and 5% price will be after warranty period. After warranty period, then you can pay fully. So warranty period will be 1 year for stadium and 2 years for ship and plans and dispute. Okay, arbitration in Singapore, blah, blah, blah. It's a
All right.
industrial standard. So could you sign up for me?
Sure.
Sit. Now, action.